that's going to be a subject we will be talking about because we can't avoid it. It's here to stay. People don't understand how important, because some people really are, very visual individuals when it comes down to, you know, design or anything. Which one is it? Are we trying to design? Hopefully, we'll see if we can find some good ones in here and you guys can tell me your opinions on it. And take a piss. Originality is pretty clever if you ask me. Holler at me if you guys need any help, if you guys ever want one thing that led to another. My 2 cents, what you guys could do. I got to go.
Designing love, designing in your face. Designing love, designing in your face. Don't know what to design today, but there's just one thing I know for sure.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Devin, and welcome back to another episode of Designing Laughs. Hey, today I have a question for you all. Are we designing for the algorithm, or are we trying to stay up with what the audience wants? Like, which one is it? Are we trying to design for the algorithm of YouTube or whatever other platform we might be on, or are we designing for the audience, which would be you? That's right, you. We want to talk about that today. We want to talk about that because there's a lot of pressure to go viral, and we are a brand here at Def as well, so we think this is a perfect place to talk about that. That's what we're going to talk about here today on the podcast. So, because of that, I want to know, like, do you guys think brands should, you know, do things to try to catch your attention to the fact that where they go viral, or do you think they should go the more traditional route? Like, let us know. I think we got some great examples going on of like, what's going on today as far as um classic advertisement versus viral advertisement. That's a prime example. I got a few examples I want to share with you all coming up on the podcast. But I just want to take the time to just be able to, let that marinate for a second, because like when you think about it, like advertising is different than branding. However, though branding um, incorporates advertising when it comes down to, depends on what your brand is and what your product or services you have. But advertising plays a role in that, and um, I think people don't understand how important originality is. Like I know, we got AI and all this other stuff, and we're not here to talk about AI today. However, though, that's gonna be a subject we will be talking about because we can't avoid it. It's here to stay. And like when it comes to that, like originality that's being thirsted for basically when it comes down to content these days, especially like we want to explore that to see firsthand what's out there and what's not out there, see what you guys think, what you guys like and what you guys don't like. This is an open space for us to do so let's do that. I think I'm gonna start off with a first. Let's share the screen with you all so you guys can get a chance to see a couple of little ads that I have in mind. For example, um, one ad that comes to mind is, oh, well, you know what? Let's start off here. Okay, so we have this video that I found online. I think that it's a great place to start when it comes down to first differentiating the difference between, classic advertising versus, a viral ad. And a viral ad doesn't mean that it it was designed especially for it to so-called go viral. Like it doesn't mean it has to be disingenuous. It just means that it really was put on a wide range of different social media platforms at one time to capture the widest audience as possible. And it captured an audience beyond what it was expecting, basically. That's what a viral ad does, or how a viral ad is created. And you're going to get a chance to see, or at least hear more about that, I think, during this video we're going to break down. But I think this is a great point to start when it comes down to talking about, the difference between, like I said, a classic ad versus a viral ad. So you can understand that there's a difference in the process about how you go about things when it comes down to, advertising. Uh, Once again, how it relates to also branding and what we do here at Deft. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look.
How do ads go viral and sometimes wrong? Have you ever wondered why some advertisements spread like wildfire while others spark controversy? Let's break down how ads go viral and why they sometimes miss the mark. Ads can go viral on social media when they reach a wide audience quickly, often through sharing and word of mouth. This rapid spread can boost brand visibility and engage customers in exciting ways. However, the journey to virality is not always smooth, and sometimes ads can lead to negative reactions. One key factor in creating viral ads is the emotional connection they establish. Ads that evoke feelings like joy or surprise are more likely to be shared. Think about those heartwarming commercials that stick with you long after you see them. Simplicity also plays a big role. Ads that are easy to understand and relatable tend to perform better. Using everyday language helps make the content accessible to a broader audience. Different social media platforms cater to various types of content. For instance, Instagram and TikTok are fantastic for visually engaging ads, while YouTube is better suited for longer videos. To create shareable content, it is essential to focus on optimization. This means using high quality images and videos that capture attention quickly. Planning where to distribute your ad is equally important. Knowing your target audience and choosing the right platform can make all the difference. Real time measurement is another critical aspect. By tracking likes, shares, and comments, brands can adjust their ads on the fly to improve engagement.
Okay, so all this other stuff is stuff that, yes, that is important. However, though, I really wanted you all just to hear more about, like, once again, I wasn't lying when I was saying uh, your audience needs to be served, I feel like, when it comes down to originality and compared to, you know, uh, viral. However, though, um, this is a really good explanation, and I wanted to stop beforehand, messed up on it, so it's okay. Uh, because how it talks about simplicity and all this other good stuff. Like, I think this is some important information that you all should take a moment to, take some notes on if you really are serious about at least, elevating your brand when it comes down to, you know, thinking about how you're going to take your brand to the next point, to the next level. Like, this is a good place to start. Um, Uh, by the way, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I'm just sharing some knowledge with you all because I think that this is important information that needs to be out there when it comes down to, branding. And that's what we're all about here, sharing information and knowledge and resources. And I think this is a great place to start, like I said, when it comes down to advertising. So, because we got that example of, like how ads go viral. They also sometimes go wrong as well. There's more that it talks about in there, and I'm pretty sure you guys could understand why sometimes when you try to go viral, sometimes they go wrong as well. And I don't know, maybe we should go ahead and listen a little bit more to see if you guys want to hear about it or not. Do you? Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make it speed it up a little bit so you're not just listening to an ad that you can just listen to on your own time. So, uh, like I said, I'm going to just fast forward through here. Okay, so right here, basically, this is where you need to be. We should start here. Basically, when it talks about knowing your target audience, that's where they go wrong sometimes. You know, you select the wrong platform and you put the wrong message out there on the on the wrong platform. Yes, you're not going to get the response you were thinking, and it can be critical or crucial, as they say. And then also too, like real-time measurements like likes, shares, and comments allows the brand to adjust for better engagement. So, um, prime example of that, I can attest, yes, you are. It really does matter. Yes, it really matters when you like, comment, shot, subscribe, and share. Like when you engage, there's no way for the company not to do nothing other than to engage back. And if they don't, then they don't really want to grow. You know, if they are really wanting to grow and want to, you know, uh, are there for their community, um, I feel like the community should be there for them as well. So we just got done looking at that. I think we should take a moment and just break that down a little bit, let that breathe for a second, because I think, that was just some jargon as far as, you know, some people might say, who might not be as interested in it, because some people really are, very visual individuals when it comes down to, you know, design or anything. And we are a design company, so let's show you some visuals. I got another ad for you. I'm going to go ahead and share it to you with you all now. And, this is more of a traditional route. It's something I found on YouTube. And here's a prime example of, more of a commercial ad that, uses the classic form.
Years ago,
Okay,
Pepsi aired
here
an
we go.
ad poking fun at Coca-Cola. In the ad, a young boy stands in front of a vending machine. He first buys 2 cans of Coke to use as a step stool, enabling him to reach the Pepsi button due to his height. He happily grabs his Pepsi and leaves, implying that Coca-Cola is only good enough to be a footstool. Coca-Cola quickly responded with their own ad. In this ad, a young boy wants a Coke from the fridge, but is too short to reach it. He uses 2 cans of Pepsi as a step stool to grab the Coke. Instead of leaving right away, he politely puts the Pepsi cans back in their place before walking away, implying that Coke drinkers are more polite and considerate. Years ago, Pepsi aired an
All
ad.
right, now I don't know about y'all about the whole polite, considerate, and I know y'all probably watch this podcast and saying, "Hey, well, weren't you once one of those little boys?" I wasn't stepping on Coke cans, y'all. I was not stepping on Coke cans, but I also had some height as a young kid too. So well, good genes. What can I say? But that's funny that they use this classic ad between rivals as an example, like, some great examples of how they went back and forth and one picked up for it where the other one left off. Like, I think that's some pretty cool advertising that you don't see like that to this degree how they used to. Like, yes, you still see it now with some of this fast foods and stuff like that. They got some amazing, pretty cool stuff going on out there, but it's funny actually. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, dang, who came up with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? They got somebody in there who's, you know, maybe of the culture, you know what I'm saying? But it's just interesting to see, how we are today compared to, uh 10 years ago, some of the ways that things have rapidly changed within that amount of time. Like, there's certain stuff that, they definitely let people get away with some stuff now. Man, I don't know about you, but I don't know about this. I got to go and take a piss. I don't know. But seriously, like, that was a pretty cool example. But I got another example for you all as well. And I'm getting it ready for you right now. Hold on. If I could just get my stuff together. All right, I got it. Mm. So let's do this and let's uh let's share this next one, y'all. So this is another ad I seen with another classic rival. Let's see what they got. And I know they got the little voiceover and stuff going on in here, but you know what? Actually, I like it breaking down a little ad for you all. So it's another layer to it, you know what I'm saying? For those who might not understand what's going on, you get a chance to actually hear from another person as well. Burger King and McDonald's have been teasing each other with funny ads for 50 years. In 1997, Burger King joked that McDonald's food didn't taste good. They made an ad where Ronald McDonald sneaks over to Burger King to buy a burger, implying McDonald's food isn't tasty. McDonald's quickly hit back with an ad showing a group of boys always stealing a blonde boy's McDonald's food. The clever blonde boy hides his food in a Burger King bag, and no one steals it anymore, implying no one likes Burger King. Then, McDonald's put up a billboard with two signs. One said, McDonald's straight ahead, 5 kilometers, and the other said, Burger King, 258 kilometers ahead, suggesting McDonald's is everywhere, and Burger King is hard to find. Burger King responded quickly. They added to the ad, showing a couple buying large coffees at McDonald's to stay awake for the 258-kilometer drive to Burger King, thanking McDonald's for helping them get to delicious Burger King. Later, Burger King had another cool idea. They encouraged people to buy Burger King while at McDonald's. Burger King and McDonald's have been teasing each other That
with
ad
funny
right there
ads
is
for 50
diabolical.
years.
Encouraging others to buy your food while you're at your ops establishment, as they say. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level right there. Damn, that's some rivalry right there, though. What do you guys think, though? Do you think those are some pretty cool examples of you know, some classic ads? Do you guys remember any of those ads? All right, I'm got another example that I'm going to show, and I think this is going to be the last one. And you know what? We're gonna share a few examples of some ads with this one because it's actually a little video that has multiple examples. So hopefully we'll see if we can find some good ones in here and you guys can tell me your opinions on it. All right. All right. Here we go.
From death-defying game shows to shocking publicity stunts, let's take a look at the ads that keep the customers watching as we check out advertising that's on another level. McAdvertisements. Ice cream is generally associated with a trip to the beach or a warm sunny day. So when McDonald's started marketing their cones in snowy Sweden, they had to think outside the box. Sweden has beautiful summers, but in the winter, it's another, much colder story.
Hmm.
This McAdvertisement uses this extreme environment to its advantage, featuring a giant plastic ice cream cone that gradually fills up with real snow, alongside text that tells the consumer it's never too cold for ice cream. It's certainly a unique approach, and if you threw a few sprinkles on that sundae, I'd scale the billboard and have a taste. The
Hmm.
oversized ice cream isn't the only McDonald's dish that's appeared in an unlikely place. Zurich City Festival is one of Switzerland's largest annual events, and back in 2010, McDonald's converted a Swiss crosswalk into an ad for their world famous fries,
Hmm.
advertising their food to the hundreds of thousands of people that would attend the festival. The crispy crosswalk was positioned right outside of McDonald's, leading festival goers directly to the Golden Arches.
Yeah, that's good
Although another
advertising. That's
unique
good
fries after
marketing. And
15,000
that's that's genius.
airborne advertising. This next advert publicity stunt hybrid was designed to shock consumers into paying attention. Check it out.
Hmm.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's movie advertising. New Yorkers are famously good at minding their own business, but when these human figures started to soar over the Big Apple, every cab driver, Wall Street banker, and tourist was left looking at the skies. Unsurprisingly, these flying creatures aren't real superheroes. They're human shaped remote controlled planes created to promote superhero movie Chronicle back in 2012.
Chronicle had a budget of just 12 million. But the marketing team's use of cheap publicity stunts meant that the movie flew straight to the top of the box office, grossing $126.6 million.
Hell
Now I'm
no.
just waiting for all famous movie makers to adopt this approach. What I wouldn't give to see Spielberg, Scorsese, and Tarantino take him to the skies to advertise their new flicks. Molar marketing. Colgate is all about clean teeth and fresh breath.
Okay.
So at annual events like Oral Health Month, the company typically give out free samples of their plaque purging products. Unfortunately, crowds are never overly excited about the miniature tubes of toothpaste. So in 2009, the company decided to go in the opposite direction, handing out sweet treats to their customers. Giving out candy at Oral Health Month feels a bit diabolical, but all the sugary goods came with a secret message. When the consumers finished eating the free products, they discovered that the sticks carrying the candies were actually little wooden toothbrushes, all carrying the same message. Don't forget, this mildly threatening note reminded customers to brush their teeth. And by trading dental floss for candy floss, Colgate managed to create a fresh advertising campaign that reached a large group of sweet toothed customers.
Hmm. That's a good one
A
too.
cut
As far
above
as
the
that goes.
rest. There's only one thing professional soccer players like more than scoring goals: getting their hair cut. When Brazil's main soccer league, Serie A, banned alcoholic sponsorships on jerseys back in 2021, Brazilian beer brand Brahma had to think of a creative loophole to circumnavigate the rule. They decided to capitalize on soccer's love of hair, inventing a new hairstyle that resembled a glass of foaming Brahma beer
Hmm.
and marketing it to soccer fans on social media. The campaign is an example of guerrilla advertising, a marketing style that uses surprising and unconventional methods to promote a product.
Mm-hmm.
Remarkably, the haircut became so popular, Brazilian players started to wear it on the field, offering Brahma free advertising without breaking Serie A's rules and regulations. Getting your customers to advertise for you? Now that's how you trim away any competition. Word in mouth. Let's shift gears, cruising on from guerrilla advertising to a roadside billboard. An Austrian
I think these
restaurant
are pretty
chain
good
named
examples, y'all.
Timer managed to create a billboard that's impossible to avoid, turning an entire road tunnel into one gigantic advertisement. The ad makes drivers feel like they're heading straight into a hungry diner's mouth,
Hmm.
promoting old timers' all you can eat buffet as the woman chows down on an endless supply of Fiat fries and Porsche pies. Fireworks Alfredo. This next advertisement is a New Year's billboard from Barilla, who said pasta la vista to.
I think we should stop it there. There's plenty more examples. I think, that goes on for a while, so we got more we can go back to. But I think that was some pretty good examples of some different advertising that was on a whole nother level. Like you said, that had that viral potential, especially when it came down to their strategic and how it played off of. Man, I got your message loud and clear, bro. What are those you're wearing though? Come on, man. Can't have you out here looking like that, bro. Seriously, like, what are you wearing? Don't even worry about it. I'm glad you came to the merchandise shop. Don't even answer that question. Hey, by the way, what size do you wear? Okay. Well, hey, in order to be part of this crew, man, like, you gotta be a man of multiple different hats. Not everybody can wear these. Well, I guess you can. I lied. Anybody can wear it. Literally. Especially if you just go onto our website. Our website. That's, man, I ain't gonna spell it out for you. It's down below. One thing that led to another. I feel like that was an ongoing trend or sequence that they use in. It's pretty clever if you ask me. And I think, they were onto something. Hey, holler at me if you guys need any help. If you guys ever want, you know, my 2 cents on what you guys could do to help to something that hell, I can't deny it. There's something like that I would do. So hey, I think what they're doing is it's pretty cool, man. I can't hate on that. Can't say, dang, why did they come up with that? Like there was some pretty cool advertisements. Like, but at this time though, we need to wind down. Man, like there was a lot of information going on in this episode of the podcast, and I think not only did we have a lot of information to digest, but I think there was some funny moments in there where or maybe we think about like nothing beats humor when it comes to originality because like you can't fake that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is. It comes out of you naturally or it doesn't come out of you naturally. And I think the brands that lean more towards that had more of a success than the ones who, are scared to, to to put themselves out there like that. This is a great place to go ahead and say that, man, they gave me also some ideas when it comes down to our new merch. Yeah, that's right. New merch we're working on, you all. So if you guys missed out on some of the merch that's been on there in the past, hey, you're just gonna have to catch it when it comes back or send us an email letting us know. But outside of that, yeah, man, you gotta get it while it's available, like sometimes things change, vendors change, all that kind of stuff. So it's important that when we put stuff out there that you guys know about it, you gotta go grab it, man. Like, it ain't gonna stay on the shelf forever. We can't keep it in the store in stock forever. Sometimes there's things where, you know, you might want it now and we want to get to you right now, but because of the fact of, everything going on with the tariffs and everything like that too, like, we appreciate, you guys as being very easy working with us, like, and we appreciate it. And we don't take that for granted. Like, we want you all to know that we're working diligently, daily to, um, put more out there for you all when it comes down to not only like content, but like products that you guys actually enjoy and that you guys really will support and get behind. Like we don't want to just put stuff out there just to be saying we're putting stuff out there. We're putting out stuff out there that uh, both that we have a passion for and that we know that you all also have a need for and a little bit of a want as well. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Treat yourself. We treat ourselves over here, and we like to treat ourselves nice. So because of that, with that said, I also want to let you guys know, don't forget over there on Patreon, we got some exclusive new content behind the scenes content that you're only going to see only on Patreon. So, hey, if you guys are wondering why am I only seeing you just do the podcast or where's the other stuff? Hey, you got to go on and join a membership, man. Hey, I know I put some stuff out here on here that you guys know to get you guys enticed and let you guys know that we got more stuff going on, but I can't put it all on just YouTube or just clips on, TikTok and Instagram. You gotta get involved, where it's at, when it's going on, and we appreciate those who have been doing so on a consistent basis. Like those people, man, we want to shout y'all out, shout out to Chris, shout out to Yesenia, shout out to, Michael, who's been in podcasts in the past multiple times. There's a bunch of other people as well. I'm losing focus on all different names. I should have wrote them down, but my heart goes out to y'all because, hey, man, people like you all showing up on a consistent basis when we have things and genuinely, being active with it, it makes a big deal. So shout out to you all once again. Like, um, we just want to let you guys know, like I said, right now, a lot of stuff is going over on Patreon. So if you're not a member already, you need to go ahead and do so. Uh, we're also getting ready for, the Deaf Friday for this month. So if you guys haven't already been coming up with your ideas for drawings, hey, please go ahead and start doing so now. Don't wait till the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Start coming up with your suggestions and your ideas now. So that way, when it comes down to it, we already have, abundance of stuff we could talk and draw about. You know what I'm saying? So 'cause I look forward to, you all being there. That's right. It's once Friday out of the month. It's the last Friday out of the month. So let me give you guys the time. Please be ready on time and be ready to have some fun, man. And hey, you know what I'm saying? Come kick it with me. Come kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? You're deaf just as much as I am. Yeah, that's right. You are deaf just as much as I am. And with that said, I like to say, stay creative, stay engaged. Until next time, I'm Dev Dog Devin, here with Designing Labs and with Deft. Peace!